messenger. Either one of you guys can answer this. Just obviously, 3-game skid with what happened earlier this week. Just how nice is it to kind of have this one and kind of get it off your back?
It feels nice. I'm glad to be sitting in here with a better attitude because we won and stuff like that. And I'm just glad that we put our efforts in these last 2 practices especially, and it really carried over to the game today.
And then kind of following up, how proud of you are you of the team, just kind of, especially how the first half ends going down like that, just to kind of rally back, and especially 14-3 start the second half. So just how just nice is that?
I mean, it's awesome. We talked about it at halftime. Don't let that 3 that they hit at half court, don't let that phase us. We came out. We didn't let it phase us. So.
Ashley Beach, Ohio Athletics, for the both of you, what do you feel kind of made the difference between the first and second half?
We knew that some of the points that they scored on early, especially, like it was just little things. Like if we don't do this in the second half, they won't score on it. Like we were giving up points kind of that we gave them, not that they earned. So we just tried to cut out that, and then we did make an emphasis at a half. Like we need to win this first 4 minutes before the media.
Kind of going deeper into that, I think through most of the first half, they were shooting 50% from 3. Do you think that was just more them making their shots, or you guys allowing open looks?
I think it was a little bit of both. I mean, we let the one guy go 3 for 3 and gave him some easy looks. We gave a lot of easy looks, just kind of underestimating, I guess. And then we kind of talked about it at halftime, came out, tried to limit it.
Thanks.
Jaylin, you mentioned working on a lot in practice the last couple of days. What are some of the things specifically that you and the team worked on?
Our urgency and how obviously you're not going to be perfect in a basketball game, but just striving for perfection, especially early. I think it was pretty embarrassing us going down 13-0 against Toledo to start the game, and like that's just unacceptable, especially from a team who has older guys and guys that have played 2 and 3 years now. So that we just really were focused on just the urgency from the start and then carrying it over for 40 minutes.
AJ, you tied your career high tonight on that dunk with about 2 minutes to go. What went through your head when you went up for that?
I was just hoping Jaylin threw it. And when he threw it, just happiness. That's all. We talk about throwing lobs all the time, so I was pretty happy.
And, what do you feel is kind of working for you tonight, the 3 or?
I mean, I was in a little bit of a slump coming into it, so just keep on shooting, shot my way out of it.
Thank you.
First, I'd like to congratulate the Barlows. They brought in a new son yesterday, Sonny Barlow. So Sonny Barlow is 1-0. We'll give him a lot of the credit today. Didn't know if he's going to be here, but obviously he showed up. But really appreciate the crowd that came out in there. The weather's bad. Becky Dick and her cheer squad have been here last 2 games. That's big for us. And I thought it was a great team win. Great energy. We had 8 scholarship guys available to play. All 8 contributed, and really proud of the effort.
Eric Tucker, the messenger coach, obviously coming into the day, 3-game skid, especially how you guys performed earlier in the week. Just how relieving is it to kind of get this win today, especially when you're going on the road next week?
Yeah, I think if you look at the big picture, right, we weren't playing the way we needed to play to win, and we were close. We've lost by 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, going back to it, the common denominator was fouling, putting the other team on the free throw line. This team tonight came in, I think, shooting 27 free throws a game, and they were 6 for 10 from the foul line. So I thought that was a big piece of it. We have to understand the importance of getting to stop, going down, scoring, coming down, getting to stop. And we've been trading baskets with people. And the last 2 days in practice, they weren't the normal, 2-day prep for Northern. We didn't do anything for Northern, on Thursday, very little yesterday. It was more about us competing, winners, losers, understanding the value of the possession, and I thought the carryover was there. And like I said, the 8 guys who played all contributed in certain ways, and proud of the way they stepped up.
And then kind of adding on to that, especially with how the first half ended there, it could be easy to kind of hang their heads, especially that. So just how happy are you? Well, one, what did you kind of tell them in the locker room, and then how happy were you with their response immediately coming down there?
Yeah, so the last war, the last 3:30, we were down 5, 26-21, and I said, hey, this last war, let's fight to get the leader tied up. And, we did a great job. It's 32-32. They call the timeout, 4.5 seconds. Kid hits a half-court shot. And, the first thing I said, don't let that phase you, because, the momentum can switch and, you could be a little deflated. But to battle back and be right there. Now, the importance of coming out the first war in the second half, was big. We didn't do that the other night against Toledo. We did that tonight, forced a timeout called, and extended the lead there.
Thank you.
Ashley Beach, Ohio Athletics. AJ Clayton tied his career high in points tonight. Thoughts on his performance?
Yeah, AJ was really good. I thought inside and out. He's such a tough matchup. When he's hitting his three-point shot, he stretches the defense, spaces the floor out. Our guys did a really good job there in the second half finding him, and scored on a low post left-handed jump hook, which I don't think he's ever done, and I think that'll just help his confidence moving forward. But his floor game was really good today.
AJ Sheldon, on the other hand, leads you guys in the first half. Just how important was his minutes, especially when the team was kind of struggling?
Yeah, he's playing with great confidence right now, and he's really earned the time that he's gotten. He's been one of our most consistent guys every time he's played, but he puts the effort into it. He's always shooting before and after, and I think he's shooting probably 55% from three right now. And some of the guys are struggling. He and AJ Clayton are above 50, and he's playing with a lot of confidence right now, which is big for us.
On the flip side, in that first half there, for most of the half, Northern Illinois was shooting nearly 50% from three. Do you think that was just more them making their shots, or you guys allowing them to looks?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. Coming in, Coit obviously is a big game plan guy. He's a dynamic scorer, and they were without one of their best players, Nutter, who puts a lot of pressure on you driving the basketball. And I think at halftime, 13, 5, and 11 had 26 to 35 points. So we knew coming out, those would be the key guys. We gave some open looks to Amos there late that I wasn't real happy with. First half it was, Geberwitt. So, but I thought we did a really good job on Coit.
We saw a little more, I guess, craftiness out of your team in the second half. How do you feel you guys are doing skill-wise right now?
Yeah, our guys work hard. Our staff does a phenomenal job. For us, it's going to be, execution half court, defensively transition defense, guarding without fouling and rebounding. And, out-rebounded them by 3. Gave up some 50-50 balls, offensive rebounds late in the second half, late in that second half that we need to clean up. But, our guys did a great job sharing the basketball, 19 assists on 28 field goals. We moved the ball well. We got the ball where we wanted to. And, we've been struggling shooting the ball. So to see some guys make shots, Jaylin Hunter step up, 8 for 8 from the foul line, 2 for 2 from 3, that's what we need out of him.
And then I just asking, we see Miles Brown wasn't available today. Is there any update on him? Is it just kind of nagging injuries?
Yeah, he tweaked his ankle yesterday in practice and came in and tried to give it a go. Didn't feel like he had the push and the force that he needed to. Hopefully he'll be fine on Tuesday.
Sam Hyman, Ohio Athletics coach. Sharif Mitchell didn't shoot the ball well, but he did impact the game elsewhere with a tying a career-high 6 assists. What did you notice most about him today?
Yeah, I think the proudest thing of him is not letting the first half affect the second half. Sometimes he gets in his own head a little bit. But I think he was 0 for 5, 0 for 3 in the first half. And, we really encouraged him to, do what he does, get that ball in the paint, finish in there. And he had some really good finishes, a big one late on the pull-up in the lane. But he's such a dynamic defender. The big thing coming in with 8 scholarship guys, 8 guys to play, was him not getting in that foul trouble. So I thought he really defended without fouling, and that really helped, on both ends. All right, safe travels, everybody. Go Bobcats.